So a few weeks ago, I was in church, and this happened. What do you do? What do you do when the plan you had made starts falling off the rails for one reason or another? Whether it be technical or parts, when things start going wrong, what do you do? So a few weeks ago, I put up a poll on Instagram and asked, what do you do when something starts to go wrong in worship? Some of my personal favorite answers were make the most obvious oh crap face while trying to play it off, cry, JK, blame it on tracks. And those are all things that honestly we should not do. When things start to go wrong, the first thing that you do is not panic. Panic is the worst thing that you can do because it clutters your mind and you can't focus on listening and making an effective game plan out. And don't stop. When I was in middle school and high school, I played trombone and ultimately baritone and tuba in the marching band. And we would have to do this thing called sight reading, which is where you get a piece of music and you have to look at it for 2 minutes and then just play it. And one of the things they would tell us to do is to keep playing. Even if you make a mistake, play through it, put that wrong note behind you and keep going. And that's what you should do. You should keep going no matter what seems to be going wrong. And in order to keep going, you have to be impulsive. You have to make split-second educated guesses as to what to do next. I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine the other day who works for a production company, and he was saying that his favorite people to work with are the ones who realize there's more than one way to get to the same end result. And that's so true in live contexts. When something is falling off the rails, there's more than one right answer. So take your best educated guess and go. Start making decisions. You will realize very quickly whether or not that was right or wrong. Don't be afraid to make a wrong decision. Things are already going wrong. You've got to trust yourself and your team. They've got your back. Go for it. And you've got to be open and ready to pivot. Even if you make a choice and realize that it's wrong, keep changing mid-song until you find it, or don't be afraid to cut the song. I was on a gig playing God of Wonders, and the original key that we were playing it in was B flat, and I decided it was a smidge too high and switched it down to A flat. But I had practiced it in B flat as well, and I forgot. And I started playing in B flat while the rest of the band is playing in A flat. And it sounded like a train wreck. But one of the things that I did was stop and express to people. I stopped and said, it's okay. Clearly something's wrong, and I don't know what it is. Maybe something's out of tune. But don't let it stop us from worshiping. Let's just raise our voices and sing. No band, no accoutrements, just sing. And that's okay. Admit what's going wrong. There's this really famous worship fail where the acoustic guitar player waited until the chorus of Holy is the Lord to come in, and he was capoed on the wrong fret. And we jokingly at our church call that Holy is the Chord. And our worship leader did it, and he started the song off in the wrong key and just real confident, totally capoed wrong, and stopped and said, I'm in the wrong spot. I messed up. Let's try this again. And it builds your trust with people. They know it's going wrong when it gets to that bad. And you know it's going wrong. Admit it. Own it. They're going to respect you more for it than if you ignore it and pretend like it's not happening. You also need to be ready to pivot if the form changes. We were playing a song a couple weeks ago in a band I was in, and the singer completely skipped the second verse and just did another chorus in the bridge and ended it. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes you forget parts if you're not playing with tracks, or if you are, you forget the parts, and you just have to cut it. And it's okay. You're the only one who knows exactly what was supposed to happen. If you make your best judgments, you can avoid people even knowing there was a problem. So then afterward, what do you do? Well, watch back the footage. Learn from yourself. Learn from your mistakes. You can learn what you would do next time. Oh, if only I had done this, it would have helped get everybody back in tempo. If I'd stopped for a second and restarted, whatever it is, learn from yourself so that the next time you've got tools to make a good, educated guess on what to do. The real world moments are the best teachers for these kinds of things. And be gracious with yourself. You made a mistake. We all do it. We're all human. Own it and move on. And people will respect you all the more for it if you own it, if it's big and public and you own it in front of them. It's okay. Your pride is not that worth it, I promise. So what did happen? I made an impulsive split-second decision and said, let's sing. And I started leading the song. And our technical director came in toward the end and he swapped out the mics and we got fresh batteries because it was dead batteries. And it was okay. And our worship director caught in and we made it work. But that's real life. Mistakes happen, things happen. I hope you found this helpful. I hope this was something that maybe you and your worship team can use to think about how you're going to make good mistakes. I've got some more stuff coming out here real soon, some more vlogs, a couple more videos, and I'm excited. So feel free to hit the subscribe button, to like, and if you've made it this far in the video, leave a comment. What was your best mistake you made and how did you fix it? Maybe someone can learn from you. Thanks so much for watching, and make the best mistakes you can.